position this camera. First time at Le Mans ever. Been here all of 5 minutes. I'm here with Aston Martin. I'm sat in Aston Martin GTE that has currently just taken pole position in qualifying. These guys are going to be leading the race at the very start, and in a minute we're going to be talking with Darren to find out what's what. But check it out, I'm in the car, man. This is ridiculous. I've got to be careful with it because everything in here is so tight, but it should give you a real good feeling of what it's like to be inside one of these cars. It is just a letterbox of vision. It's so tight. There is a rear view mirror in here, but during the race it's also hectic that this is actually a rear view screen. I mean, these cars are absolutely supreme, and Aston have just let me jump in this to do the intro to this fantastic day. What a privilege, and this is what I love about this platform, the fact that I can bring you guys firsthand inside the Aston Martin that's on pole. It's also crazy for me to think that cars like this are also on the track at the same time as LMP1 cars. The difference in speed and levels of downforce are just crazy. So I'm going to speak with Darren because I'm fascinated about that, like what it's like when you're racing with so many different classes during one race. But, yeah, I can't believe I'm actually sat in this thing. I'm in a Le Mans car, guys. And look at the steering wheel. I've been told not to tweak any buttons because obviously their setup right now is pretty important, but just to put my hand on this wheel, the Aston GTE that's just set pole for Le Mans 24 Hours 2017. What a privilege. This is the kind of stuff I love that you might not see on TV. These are the kind of tolerances these things run. They have to pump boiling water around the engine because the tolerances on the engine are so tight that it won't even start up. So they pump boiling water all around the engine, makes the components expand to the optimum spacing, and then they can actually start the car. Just shows how finely engineered these things are. To be around it, to be here first-hand experiencing this is such a special experience. First time at Le Mans, and this is happening. We're there, the man himself. You've just managed to get pole. How does that feel, being in such an iconic race?
It's nice to be at the sharp end,
yeah.
But for any 24-hour race, qualifying isn't so important. It's a good feeling for the team, everyone at Aston Martin Racing, and it's nice to get an advantage on pole position. But in reality, will it really make any difference over 24 hours? Probably not. But it does mean we're there with the car on performance and we're competitive.
Amazing. So over 24 hours, what would you say is your biggest challenge, really?
Right now. Yeah, less than 2 hours to go for the start. Temperature's rising, pressure obviously building, the grandstands are filling up, and in less than 2 hours it's going to go green, and we've got to get our head down and hopefully get a couple of hours under our belt, let the race settle down, be in a good position, no damage with the car, because that's the biggest thing you're worried about. The first couple of laps, the whole field is bunched up and things can happen that you're not in control of. So our main thing is to make sure we get the 2 hours out of the way, under control, and we can go from there.
What's it like racing with so many different classes on the same circuit?
It's part of the World Endurance Championship, used to it. Obviously this race there's more cars on the grid. The speed differential on the Mulsanne straight is quite big. I guess it must be 40, maybe 50 kilometres an hour.
Wow, okay.
So it's difficult to manage the traffic. Offside, the GT cars, and obviously the guys driving the LMP1 cars as well, and LMP2 cars. But that's part of sports car racing. Traffic management is all about being successful and dealing with all the conditions. I mean, it looks like we're going to have a completely dry race, but going through the night, traffic evolving, the management of traffic, it's what makes 24-hour racing so special.
Well, mate, good luck. Pleasure to meet you.
Cheers. Thanks a
Speak
lot.
to you again. What a top dude. Absolutely fantastic. So, for me, I'm just so super fascinated as to what it's like being in and amongst so many different types of cars. tell you, the Aston Martin hospitality is amazing. Look at the location, we're right trackside. You can eat, dine and drink right on the trackside. And look how lovely it is. Super laid out with all this nice grass. So cool. Back inside for a moment. Wait till you see upstairs. Check this out. And this venue, by the way, is a hospitality suite. This is just to watch the race. Look at that. I mean, that has to be a 150-inch TV screen. There's all of these. This is cool. Bean bags, so everyone can just chill out, go to the bar, grab some nice food. Really, what a fabulous place to watch the race, because not only can you watch the race here and enjoy it, but you've got the sounds of the real cars happening outside. I don't know if it gets much better than that, but pretty cool. Kids entertainment. And then here's the upper deck. If you're really keen, every now and again someone grabs a chair, stands right over there and gets a really big view. So yeah, great place to watch it from. Look at this. I mean, you've got one of the best views in the house here. Absolutely awesome. This is the Hero Spec V12 Vantage, but it's the AMR Hero Spec, which means it has all of this fabulous iridescent neon livery on it. I particularly love the contrast neon piping on the insides. And amazingly, this is available as a manual, which is a big tick in my book. Aston Martin at the minute making some of the greatest manuals out there in a market where manuals are dying off. But super cool, they're actually only making 100 of these in the V12 version, and with the AMR kits now, you could actually retro-spec sills, wing, styling to make this thing very similar to the GT12. So as a package, rare and customizable to a level that would make it really, really special. Look at that trim in there. Neon trim, neon piping on the seats, and manual. Win all round. And if anyone's ever heard one of these, they are one of the best sounding cars. They're borderline obnoxious, but guaranteed to put a massive smile on your face. You can't beat a naturally aspirated V12. And these are sort of have this old school barbel about them. So yeah, really great that Aston are making cars like this. Just had a puncture. In the process, it's ripped a fender off. Pitts is going crazy. Absolute chaos in here when something goes wrong. He's had a fairly substantial blowout. Ripped all the front fending off.
was unreal. Wow.
When the sun goes down, in my opinion, it's when it really starts to happen. That was an amazing opportunity. We just happened to be in the Aston pits at that time. Car came in, ripped to bits, watching those guys. They were like a flock of surgeons operating on a patient. It was absolutely amazing to witness. They turned that car around, which you saw was absolutely beat. Turned it around within 20 minutes, back out, making their way back up the pack. What a phenomenal opportunity that was. Anyway, we're currently on the other side of the track. You go all the way back over to the main Aston Hospitality and check out some other angles of this track at night.
I know this might not seem like a big deal because I'm just eating soup, but it's much more about where I'm eating it and the situations you find yourself in during Le Mans. I'm sat outside the straight here. Safety car's currently out. They've been doing several laps, so all the cars have been going past slower than normal, so you get a real good look at them. It's dark now. This is what I'm getting while I'm eating my croutons and soup. Best super I ever had.
Time with the Aston Martin race band. Thank you for tonight. See you tomorrow. Thank you.
Just pushing on for 3 a.m. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Ciao.